Okay. This is the Arabelle story by Tim Pelfrey. He's the son of Max Pelfrey, who's the son of Evie Pelfrey, and the daughter of Steve Porter, son of AJP. One Sunday morning in the summer of 1961, my dad, Maxwell, son of Evie Porter Pelfrey, my mom, sisters, and I drove down to Olive Hill to attend Sunday morning worship at Fairview. My Aunt Ruby Collins, who's the daughter of Evie Porter, who lived in Dayton, came down the day before, staying with us in order to go to Fairview with us that day. She was well known in Olive Hill, being the matriarch of the Pelfrey family, after both Evie and James Pelfrey, Evie's husband, died. I remember the service was very moving with a stirring sermon being preached, but I can't remember the minister's name. Several testimonials were given, including one by Aunt Ruby. I remember the hymn, "What a Friend We Have in Jesus," being sung. After the service, I remember a little old lady and man approached Aunt Ruby and Dad, hugging them and talking up a storm. When Aunt Ruby and Dad told this little old lady and man who we were, we also got plenty of hugs and kisses from them. Tears were shed by all four of those folks when we left. When in our car driving up to Old Fairview Church and Cemetery, Aunt Ruby told us that the little old lady and man were our relatives, Arabelle and Boone Walker, and she had offered to have us come to her house, which I think Aunt Ruby pointed out was a tiny little place on the dirt and gravel road back to the steep road that led up to Old Fairview Church Cemetery for cheese sandwiches for lunch. Aunt Ruby said it broke her heart to turn them down, but she knew that Arabelle was very gracious and generous and would always give the shirt off her back to everyone, even when she had very little for herself. Aunt Ruby said she was truly a saint and one of the kindest persons she had ever known. I would suspect this isn't the first time you have heard what a wonderful person Arabelle was. I'm blessed I was able to meet her all of those years ago. Tim Pelfrey. A very different story than her brothers told.
Yeah, that's right. I remember going to Arabelle's and probably that same cheese she was trying to give away. Tried to give me a cheese sandwich and I didn't want it. Now this is a visit I want to read just very short. About the last time that my grandfather visited his sister, Aunt Arabelle. On the third Sunday of May, 1937, Wint, which was my grandfather, visited me, this is Arabelle talking, for the last time. Reese Porter and wife and some of the children and Jude and Wint Porter all visited us. I shall never forget poor Wint. Poor Wint was poorly. He come in walking with a cane and he cried when he came in. They all came in a wagon and Wint left and walked on ahead and waited for them. He came to see me as long as he could come, but that was the last time that he came.